CTV is evolving as a buying model in many different ways, but it's more important about how the content and how the marketplace is evolving as we are needing to show just video holistically. And when you think about it and you think about the way we look at it coming out of COVID and the evolution and progression we've made so quickly, it's really about what do we need within that. And we'll get into how we think about sports and how we think about scarcity, but it's really about that fact of what does the client need and how do we meet our goals. CTV being connected into the digital ecospace with AI and other features allows us to act pretty much decision on it quite quickly. But there's certain things that if it's not available, you can't decision on, whether it's sports, high sought after like Oscars or something of that nature. You can activate it in a more digital way, but you're still going to have to book it in a reserved fashion. And that's really the balancing act that the industry is going through right now, in understanding that there is not a one size fits all. It's really, what does your client need? How do you go about it? And where should you then position yourselves in the upfront or in any manner to activate on CTV?
Okay. And so the NewFronts have changed a lot. How should streamers present their offerings to make upfront deals a little bit more valuable for advertisers?
Content first. They should always think about, what do they have that won't be available tomorrow? What will they think won't be there? Because CTV as a whole, and when you think about more of the long tail, is always available in the space, always available programmatically in certain manners. What you need to do is, like, we have this offering, we have this data. What do you have that makes things different and allows a client to reach its goals? It may not be in an upfront capacity, but you will get an endeavor. You will find other ways to book. The upfront as a whole has a very specific case right now and the way we think about it, but larger holding companies continue to lean forward into making sure clients that are either in the upfront or the scatter are getting very good rates.
So how do you help clients determine which platforms get upfront commitments versus programmatic budgets?
Like I was saying, so how we look at that is like, what are they looking to do and what do they need the inventory for? It's not just about scarcity. It's about inventory and audiences that you may need and you need to pull off the marketplace. So if you're looking for a very exclusive audience that's maybe 10% of the total online population, you want to pull that down because they're not going to be able to do a PG or PMP by that way. So it's really understanding the content they want and the goal they're trying to hit. Is it a reach goal? Is it a cost per acquisition? If you're going more acquisition, you want to be nimble. You want to be able to optimize, but if it's about being in front of this audience, this water cooler moments, which there's so few of that we know sell out, you want to get in front of it in the upfront.
So AI is transforming everything, all workflows, including media buying workflows. Where do you see AI providing the most value in CTV?
So where I love the thought of AI, because AI can be a little scary for a lot of people. I think AI, when it comes to understanding what's going on the screen and delivering a richer experience and creative, whether it's an overlay because you heard someone say, they're talking about pizza and then you get a Domino's ad on the bottom. Or if you look at something in the thing, it scans the screen. It's like, oh wait, they're eating cereal. Let's put a dynamic cereal there and change the thing for change the type of brand for our client. Like doing things like that with AI, because it can process things so quickly, I think allows to open up the creativity, because you're no longer delivering a one-to-many experience as linear TV let us do. When you're reaching all these people with one show, you're reaching one-to-one. So you know about this consumer and you know about that, and AI can process that so quickly. It really allows for an experience that's relevant, right content, right context, right consumer. You have the 3 C's right there.